Okay, here's my little tutorial. So you've received in your care package a thing like this. It's a drywall carrier technically, and a little packet of tools. You got a little ratchet, and you've got a long skinny hex and a little short one. So the short one we'll use for the doors, and then this little skinny one is for this little hinge holder. But first step, always remember, roll down your windows. There's so many times I've forgotten to roll down the windows at first. You just kick yourself because of it. Okay, once you got the windows down, right, you can pull off this panel here. It just pulls off. And what you have is you have a little hook here, and this is plugged in up in here. So the way you get this electrical piece out is you push a little bit here, and then this whole thing pries up. This whole white piece just pivots up. So you just push in a little bit in the middle here, and then this just pries up and it kind of kicks it out, kicks out the electronic part. So better I've gotten that windows down, because I get here and I'm like, oh, I forgot, and then I have to hook it back up. Then you just kind of jimmy this a little bit until you get this to slide off this metal hook. All right, the new thing they've added here is this kind of hinge piece. And so that is what you use the long skinny to take out. Take that all the way out. Now, your door, once you take that out, I'll go ahead and take it out, my fingers here. Now, your doors is free hanging, right? There's nothing keeping this thing together. So, you could do this before, or I don't know, I always wait to here, is you take out the 2 bolts in the bottom of your hinge. That's what this bigger one is for. So there's a bolt here, and then there's a bolt down here. And once you take those out, there's a place for them. You've probably seen it back here in your tail. It says door hinges right there. I've got them all out, which isn't great in terms of rust, but I never remember to put them back in. Okay, so once you have all that done, you've got a free hanging door that just needs to come out. Now, a couple things you need to figure out for yourself. Where are you going to put it? My advice is cut some pool noodles and just throw them on the ground, and then you can stick it on there. In my garage, though, I've just got a few of these hangers. They're cheap, and they hang fine. And they have this little padding so they don't mess with the window. So, what you're going to do when it's time to take it off is you grab your tool. This tool, put under here. You see how I've done it kind of close to the hinges, because that's where a chunk of the weight is. So you're holding here, and then you're going to put your hand on the inside of this, right? And then you want the door about this amount open, right? Just about like this. If it's too far open, it'll be harder to get the hinges out. And you lift it straight up, and then using your handy holder, you have most of the weight here, and you pivot it and put it on your hangers or put it on your little pool noodles. Now, the one thing left for you to consider is once you have it off, you have no mirrors except for your rear view mirror. And people argue about this all the time, what the law really says about this, but it's a good idea to at least have one other mirror, one side mirror. So what I have, and you'll see here, I just ordered this. I have this little handy dandy thing installed here, and this just slots into here, and I tighten it up when I take the door off. And then when I'm not using it, this goes back in the trunk. But there's a lot of different kinds of this. The one I think you guys should do is the one that slots into the hinges and is a mirror, and then at the bottom is a little footrest, toe peg. Those are really cool. They're not that expensive too. So those kind of slot in as one piece into the 2 hinges and then bolt. Well, that's it.